At this time, we're going to call Makeda Yao Simmons to come and introduce our guest speaker at this time, please.
Good evening, everybody. Marc Jeffrey Daniels is a young Bermudian who brings a high level of skill, insight, passion, and genuine concern for people of his legal practice. Marc received his education from La Universidad de Salamanca in Spain, receiving a certificate in Spanish language and culture in 1997, the University of Western Ontario in Canada, receiving a BA honors degree in political science and Spanish in 2000, the University of Kent at Canterbury in the United Kingdom, receiving the LLB honors in 2003, and the College of Law in London, completing the legal practice course LPC in 2004 and being called to the bar in the United Kingdom. Prior to Marc's return to Bermuda, he secured an internship at the prestigious chambers of 25 Bedford Row, where one of Bermuda's most renowned Queen's Counsels, John Perry, practices. This placement ultimately led to a training contract at Robert Blackford & Co., solicitors in South London. Upon completing his work experience overseas, Marc returned to Bermuda and joined the law firm Attright Sterling and Wojniewski, which he completed his pupillage and was admitted to the Bermuda Bar as a barrister and attorney and commissioner of oaths in February 2007. Marc spent 2 years as an associate barrister at ASW practicing commercial litigation and insurance law before returning to his passion of advocating in a law of court for social justice and ensuring everyone is entitled to a proper defense under the law. In January 2009, at the young age of 31, after only 2 years of being called to the Bermuda Bar, Marc opened up his own law practice and called it Conciliare Law Chambers. He chose the name in homage to his Italian heritage. Marc began to specialize in criminal defense, litigation, and in May 2009, he won his first Supreme Court trial. At this early stage in his career, Marc quickly made a name for himself, representing clients charged with the most serious crimes. Also in May 2009, Marc was invited to join barrister and attorney Marc Pettingale, JPMP, as co-chair on in a high-profile murder case. During the trial, the two lawyers developed a special rapport and friendship that would eventually form the basis for a future professional and business partnership. In May 2011, Marc ceased operating as Conciliare Law Chambers and opened Chartered Chambers Bermuda Limited. Marc serves as the Managing Director of Chartered Chambers Bermuda Limited and President of Chartered Group Holdings Limited, CC Corporate Services Limited, and Chartered Debt Collection Services Limited. His business partner, Marc Pettingale, or P as he's fondly called, serves as at the helm as head of chambers. Marc with a C and Marc with a K have a dynamic legal partnership that has now grown to a team of 5 lawyers specializing in criminal defense litigation, civil rights and commercial litigation, civil and commercial litigation, matrimonial and family law, and corporate law. Marc believes in giving back to his community. He has served on a variety of government boards that include the Bermuda College Board of Governors, West End Development Company, WEDCO, Sustainable Development Roundtable, to name a few. He currently sits on the Architects Registration Council and Human Rights Commission. Marc has served as a seminar leader at the Bermuda College in junction with the University of Kent Law Program. He has offered his legal services to the Women's Resource Center to assist women securing protection orders, as he has served as duty counsel attorney to assist clients who cannot afford their own legal representatives. In his spare time, Marc is an avid writer and is currently working on a fictional novel. Marc loves to go out on his boat and spend time relaxing with his girlfriend. Marc also enjoys cooking for her and his family, as he is a passionate amateur chef. In closing, it would be remiss for me not to mention that my research on Marc found that he was just named recipient of the Best of Bermuda 2012 award for being a tenacious lawyer. In order to be considered for this category, I was told that candidates must be, and I quote, persistent, tough, demanding, and even a little bit vicious. The judges that voted agreed that lawyer Marc Daniels is the man to call if you're ever caught violating the law. He may not win every case he defends, but he'll never stop fighting for justice. Please give a warm welcome to Marc Jeffrey Daniels.
Good evening. I have to confess, every time I speak in front of a crowd, I'm extremely nervous. So tonight is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. It brings me great honor to stand here. About 1 month ago, I happened to see the director of the adult education school in passing. Someone whom I lovingly refer to as Mums. And she asked me if I would be willing to present this speech to you this evening. Well, if any of you know the director, I'm sure most of you do. She has the most loving heart and warm embrace, but she has this look that when she says something, it must be done. The only saving grace that I have tonight is I'm glad that she didn't ask me to battle Mr. Matthew or sing like Mr. Duncan. But notwithstanding the pressure that I was under when the director initially asked me to be the keynote speaker, I want you to know that I genuinely feel honored and privileged to stand before you today to deliver this address. And why do I feel honored? It's not because of the dignitaries present in the room, although I know most of them and quite good friends with them. It's not because the media and the press are here, but because today I have the opportunity to rise on behalf of Bermuda to salute each and every one of you. Each one of you has overcome adversity and challenges, and in a few moments, I promise I won't be long, each one of you is about to stand as a champion. I have the honor, on behalf of our fellow countrymen and women, to say thank you. Thank you for your hard work, thank you for your spirit, and thank you for being a part of our Bermudian legacy. Today we stand as a community filled with pride and joy to acknowledge your independence and collective accomplishments. Today we get to pay homage to you for your hard work and to recognize your success. My gratitude extends not only to each student, but to every parent, to every guardian, family member and friend, to every teacher who has played his or her part in elevating each one of these graduates. Without the support of everyone in this room, some of whom may not be in attendance tonight, the struggle would have been that much more challenging and demanding. However, looking in your eyes all evening, I try to gauge you. Yes, I was watching you, checking you out. I really do see a flame of passion inside of you. A passion which is about to be set to purpose, filled with the victory and the temperament of grace. As you await to accept your diploma, each of you should reflect on your personal journey to this moment in time. For some of you, there were those in society who have told you that you couldn't do it, and that you would amount to nothing. For others, there may have been disbelief within your own hearts. But tonight, you have shown through your commitment that you not only have the strength, but the courage to achieve whatever your heart desires. You have demonstrated your dedication, and for that, each and every one of you are heroes. You know, CNN has that special on heroes. Well, this is Bermuda's version tonight. Clearly, as demonstrated, I'm sure that each and every one of you possess talents and skills, some of which you have yet to realize, and for this reason, tonight should not symbolize crossing the finish line, but rather the moment in which you prepare yourself to start yet another race. Obtaining your GED is the first step that you have taken as you prepare to embark upon your future. Education is paramount to success, but education means nothing if it is not applied. Whether you go on to college or university, or whether you seek to make your place in the workforce, remember that life is not about the letters behind your name, but the aptitude and the effort that you put into everything that you set to task. Although some of you may be the first to achieve this step on behalf of your family, and with that there's great joy. However, do not settle for that accomplishment alone. Keep striving, keep pushing. Determine in your heart who you want to be, as opposed to what you want to be. For those of you seeking to enter the workforce, do not be discouraged if the opportunities seem few and far between. As I stated already, we have already, it's clear to recognize that we're living in one of the most, or the worst economic recession in living memory. And everyone right now is competing for jobs, placements, opportunities. But remember, just as some of you have been in one classroom and left to go to another, or one institution and moved on to another, life is about the choices that you make and capitalizing on the opportunities that you have. I firmly believe that each and every one of you is capable. You have proven that you can retain information, but more importantly, that you can think critically. Moreover than anything else, continue to be a free thinker. Do not get trapped in a box. Do not get stuck in one way of thinking. Challenge yourself at every corner and every opportunity to raise the bar. Look to those around you. Be the inspiration to them, and let them be the inspiration to you. In respect of the adult education school, I told you to get nervous. Some say that this school is a school for those that have failed in respect of the traditional educational establishments. But that is not true, and each one of you knows that. The adult education school is an institution built on a cultural legacy. Thank you very much. And for those that appreciate that life is full of these challenges, but for those who know that persistence can overcome any challenge. The adult education school is the place where students realize their value and where second chances become first priority. As you go forward in life, be the spark that ignites further passion. Inspire others. Just as there are many in this crowd tonight who once graduated from the adult education school and have risen to prominence and are now able to give back to the school with their time, their energy, their passion, please consider what you can do for the generations to come. That wasn't a soundbite for money, but just remember that to he who receives, much is placed on them to give. Now I know that we started off tonight making a special tribute to one of our fallen soldiers. And I don't mean soldier in the thug life type of way, but a soldier as an individual who put themselves on the battle line in terms of pursuing their academic and personal achievements. Every one of us is a soldier when we look at it, and each one of us should rise to become the general. Now each of you has had your own disappointments, your own heartaches, and many of you have had to rise above your own self-imposed and critical limitations. I stated before, for some of you, coming to town may have presented its own challenges, merely because of the parish you live in, and still yet you chose to come. So what does it say about you? About your character, your courage, your heart? To me it says that you're destined for greatness, and that it's already written in the stars. You have made the declaration that you shall see no boundaries, and that you'll go against the grain. And even though I don't know you all, I know some of you, as I smile down. And I know the fire burning inside of those individuals. And I too have felt the experience of being lost in the wilderness, searching for my own purpose. It cannot be found in materialism. It can only be found in self. When you begin to value yourself, you realize your divine light, and then everything becomes possible. So tonight is the celebration of breaking boundaries and turning pain into triumph. So in closing, because I know this isn't about me, I just want to send a special dedication to the teachers that are present here tonight, those on the stage and those off. Without your tenacity, your dedication, and your spirit, these young men and women sitting patiently waiting to accept their coveted reward would not be here. You are the lifeblood of our community, those who offer the greatest sacrifice, often for the least reward. Having the honor of watching my own mother blossom in education, I appreciate the road that you have walked and continue to walk. And for this, I salute you. To the students, I promise to wrap up now, but before you take your first step to the podium, lift your head high. For as Marc Garvey said, without confidence, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. So please get ready, step forward, and adorn the emblems of your success.